And how would you describe that world now in your writerly words?
This is, first of all, it's a modern book. It's and it's not sweet. It's got a slightly saucy tone about pondering the difference between being a slightly older kid and a baby. The world is, as a child would see it, the narrator is, of course, this gigantic figure, and the world around her is sort of tiny and a puzzle. And it's set in New York City implicitly, not explicitly. It's not necessarily particular to New York. But I loved the fact that there's a lot of street life in the book, and the narrator child is sort of out in the world and experience the world. A lot of kids' books take place in their house.
Right.
And this has a kind of dynamic feeling because she's out in the world, she's seeing other people, she's crossing Manhattan on her way to school. I love that. I love that it's not such a protected little world, but a young kid in the world and thinking about what it means to be part of the world.
I'm smiling because I'm looking behind you at the jacket. Just going to go up there. The main character's name is?
She's nameless. Nameless. We don't name her. And, of course, in the original piece, she was me. So I suppose she's Susie Jr.
What do you think now that Lazy Little Loafers is finished and it has this delightful look and feel? Will you write more children's books?
I'd love to. This was really a pleasure. It was really fun to think about a book being consumed by a totally different age group than I'm used to. And knowing how important books are to kids, now that I'm a mother, I feel even more strongly about what a nice challenge it is. And the whimsy and the imaginative quality that you can bring to a child's book. The world doesn't have to work the way it really works. So I'm so used to writing nonfiction where the world works just the way it does, because that's the nature of nonfiction. The idea of letting my imagination sort of go makes us very attractive. And working with the visuals, that's really fun. And I would love to do something again that has that connection.
Can you imagine doing a children's book that might be made into a movie? Because, of course, we all know about you and The Orchid Thief and adaptation.
Oh, now that would be fun, actually. That would be great. As a matter of fact, when I look at this book, I can see it as an animated story.
You heard it here first.
Yeah, I mean, I can really picture it being animated because, as I was saying, it's a very dynamic book. She's out in the world, she's walking through Manhattan, she's seeing people doing their various jobs. And just yesterday I thought, boy, I'd love to see this as an animated movie. A short, or maybe you expand the story more from a kid's view of people other than her own age, which is really what this focus is. She's, maybe 7, 8, looking at a 1-year-old thinking, well, how come you don't have to do what I do?
You don't have to go to school, you don't have to get out of your stroller.
Yeah, exactly.
We all think about these things. Now, you, Susan Orlean, do have to get out of your stroller and keep writing. So what are you working on next?
I am a good way into my next nonfiction grown-up people book, which is a biography of the dog actor Rin Tin Tin. And that will be finished, I hope, at the end of the year and out whenever it is that it would follow.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh, very exciting. And who's that being released by?
That's Little Brown.
Little Brown. Excellent. Well, Susan Orlean, Lazy Little Loafers, thanks so much for talking with PW's Book Maven today.
Oh, my pleasure. Anytime.
Bye.